नाडी शशधरा मैपुर ईश्वरा मैपुर ईश्वरा नाम प्रवर्तन सूरा नाम प्रवर्तन सूरा गृजन शिक्षक न्यासकुल नायक गृहजन शिक्षक न्यासकुल नायक माधव रथ भवपूरा माधव राधा भवपूरा कलयुग पावना कल भय नाचना श्री सच्चिनंदन गाओ सर्वमशोदना गजपति तारणा सर्वमशोदना गजपति तारणा रामानंद पोषण वीरा रामानंद पोषण वीरा रूपानंद वर्धन सनातन पालना न रूपानंद वर्धन सनातन पालना सन हरिदास मोदन धीरा हरिदास मोदन धीरा कलयुग पावना कल भय नाशना श्री सच्चिनंदन गाओ व्रजरस भावना दुष्टमत सातना व्रजरस तना व्रजरस भावना दुष्टमत सातना नाना कपटि विघातन काम कपटि विघातन काम शुद्ध भक्त पालन शुष्ट ज्ञान ताड़ना शुद्ध भक्त पालन शुष्क ज्ञान ताड़ना अरन छल भक्ति दूषण राम छल भक्ति दूषण राम कलयुग पावना कल भय नाचना अचना श्री सच्चिनंदन गाओ ओम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Nitai Gorango, Nitai Gorango, Nitai Go, Nitai Gorango, Nitai Gorango, Nitai Go, Nitai Gorango, Gora Hari, Nitai Gora, Gora, Gora Hari, Gora, Gora Jaya Sachinandana, Gora Hari Patita Pavana, Gora Hari Nadia Bihari, Gora Hari Lakshmi Priya Pranadhana, Gora Hari Lakshmi Priya Pranadhana. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Jaya Radha, Radhanata, Radha Radhanata, Sri Radhe. Jaya Radha, Radhanata, Radha Radhanata, Sri Radhe. Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan. Giri Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Guru. Yom Prabhu Pariraj Kacharya Stottar Shata Srimad Divan Grace Avacharnarvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrind Ki Jai, Namacharya Sri Lardhas Thakur Ki Jai, Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasad Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai, Radha Krishna Govinath Shama Kundu Radha Kundu Girgovardhan Ki Jai, Sri Sri Radha Radhanath Ki Jai, Sri Sri Giraj Govardhan Ki Jai, Sri Sri Gaura Ki Jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Guru and Gaurang. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Can you put the translation? Read it one. Number two, somebody else. Turn by turn. Next, Mataji. Last one. And the last one. Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim yasam tato jayamudirayet नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नष्टिके ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We will continue from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, chapter 24, chanting the songs sung by Lord Shiva, text 75. Shreyasam Iha. Is it there? $75. Shreyasam iha sarvesham jnanam nishreyasam param sukham tarati dushparam jnana nor vyasanarnavam. Shreyasam iha sarvesham jnanam nishreyasam param sukham tarati dushparam jnananor vyasanarnavam jnananor vyasanayarnavam. Shreyasamiha sarvesham jnanam nishreyasam param sukham tarati dushparam jnananor vyasanarnavam. Shreyasamiha sarvesham jnanam nishreyasam param sukham tarati dushparam jnananor vyasanarnavam. Jnanina nishreyasam sukham tarati dushparam sukham tarati dushparam. Mataji. Sreyasamya sarvesham jnanam nishreyasam param sukham tarati dushparam jnananor vyasanarnavam. Sreyasamya sarvesham jnanam nishreyasam param sukham tarati dushparam jnananor vyasanarnavam. In the Padma Puran, the glorification of Bhagavatam, Bhagavat Mahatmya, chapter 6, Chatushkumar, Sanak Sanatana Sananda Sanat Kumar, they say that anyone reading the Bhagavatam, whether you understand or don't understand, doesn't matter. One verse, even a half verse, if you read it, you will get the liberated. That is the potency of Bhagavatam. I was thinking how it is. 18,000 verses. And if you to one verse a day, if you want to recite 1,000 verse, how many years it takes place? 3 years minimum. And to chant, recite whole Bhagavatam, how many years? 18 times 3? 54 years. If you recite one verse every day, regularly, and 54 years it takes it to chant. 18 into 3, 54. So just you can imagine. If you are chanting one verse every day regularly, automatically our senses get purified. Liberation means not going to the Vaikuntha. We all take it as after death we go to liberation. No. Liberation means getting out of the material consciousness is the liberation. That's why you can read in the next of instruction and Bhagavatam 11th canto and 5th canto also. Then they also define it. Because one cannot come to the bhakti unless liberated from the material condition. That's why Prabhupada writes that bhakti starts after liberation. And Krishna also repeats the same in 11th canto. Unless one is full, if one is a complete, oh, I am happy with my family, I am getting good money, good children, all good. One day all become all bad. So that material enjoyment, unless one come out of this material consciousness, he can't be properly situated in the spiritual life. Oh, what is there? Every day I have to get up morning 3 o'clock, a good time to sleep. Morning 2 to 4 or 5 o'clock is a very nice sleep. You put the double blanket. But devotees have to get up. You think, every day we have to get up early in the morning, not sufficient sleep. They give just a simple meal. I want that and this. So that material consciousness won't allow the devotee to stay in the spiritual atmosphere. That's what Prabhupada said, liberation means getting out of the material consciousness. Once anyone getting out of the material consciousness is liberated, he will firmly situated. For that one has to be in the association of the Vaishnava. That is. The temple atmosphere helps one to properly be situated in the bhakti. Household affairs is there, but it is always, house is house. No matter how much we are chanting, in household affairs, there are the desires are there. We have the children, we want to educate them, if they want a good life. Desires are there. So desires are means we are in the mode of passion. Prabhupada writes, the forest and villages are in the mode of goodness. Temples always in the mode of goodness. The house always in the mode of passion. Cities in the mode of ignorance. You see, you can read it, where the material world is compared to the forest in the 10th canto, you will come across. Prabhupada writes that cities are always in the mode of ignorance because they run. You can see all the train, all the aeroplane, all the buses full. Just like here, I don't know how much is there. In India, you can see people looks like they are running or vacating the whole city. So that's why it's a Prabhupada ignorance. So whenever you get opportunity to recite the Bhagavatam verse, everybody should try to recite it. It will help us. It purify. The words are, these are words not written by an ordinary living entity like us. It is written by Krishna himself. Vyasa Maharshi, who is that? He is a literary incarnation of Krishna, Shakti Avesha incarnation. Okay. Shreyasam, of all benedictions, here in this world, Sarvesham, of every person, Jnanam, knowledge, Nishreyasam, the supreme benefit. You will find different places, different meaning. Prabhupada writes it. Nishreyasaya, the 11th canto, many places it comes to this word. Nishreyasaya means perfection of the life. So, Srila Prabhupada used the translation of words depending on the context. In particular context, he gives the particular meaning. That is true. In Sanskrit, that is the speciality. The word meaning changes depending upon on what context we are thinking. Like Hari. Hari means Lord Krishna. Is it? Hari means also water. Hari means also monkey. Hari means also it is the deer. So where you are using that particular word, the meaning changes. Sarvesham, every person, Jnanam, knowledge, Nishreyasam, the supreme benefit, Param, transcendental, Sukham, happiness, Tarati, crosses over, Dusparam, insurmountable, Jnana, knowledge, Naha, boat, Vyasana, danger, Arnavam, the ocean. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In this material world, there are different type of achievement, but all of them the achievement of knowledge is considered to be the highest, because one can cross the ocean of omniscience only on the boat of knowledge. Otherwise, the ocean is impossible. Otherwise, the ocean is impossible. Purport. Actually, everyone is suffering within this material world due to ignorance. Every day we see that a person without knowledge commits some criminal act and is later arrested and punished, despite the fact that he actually may not have been conscious of his sinful activity. Such ignorance prevails throughout the world. People do not consider how they are risking their lives in an attempt to have illicit sex life, kill animals to satisfy their tongue, enjoy intoxication and gamble. It is very regrettable that the leaders of the world do not know of the effects of these sinful activities. They are instead taking things very easily and are succeeding in making the ocean of nations wider and wider. Opposed to such ignorance, full knowledge is the greatest achievement within this material world. We can practically see that one who has sufficient knowledge is saved from many dangerous pitfalls in life. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 7.19, Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prapadyate. When one actually becomes wise, he surrenders unto Supreme Personality Godhead. Vasudeva sarvamiti sa mahatma sudurlabha. Such a great soul is very rare to be found. This Krishna conscious movement is determined to open wide the eyes of the so-called leaders who are full of ignorance, and thus save them from the many pitfalls and dangerous conditions of life. The greatest danger is the danger of getting a body lower than that of a human being. It was with great difficulty that we attained this human form of life, just to take advantage of this body and re-establish our relation with the Supreme Personality Godhead, Govinda. Lord Shiva advises, however, that those who take advantage of this prayer will very soon become devotees of the Lord, Vasudeva, and thus will be able to cross the ocean of nations and make life perfect. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chachunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangham Langhayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Bande Sri Gurum Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Mishwaram Sri Chaitanya Manovishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapankajam. Namo Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanitam Cha. Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachatya Deshatarine. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, all wonderful devotees of the Lord. Shreyasamiha sarvesham jnanam nishreyasam param sukam tarid dushparam jnanano vyasananavam. Material world, there are different type of achievements, but all of them, the knowledge is considered to be the highest because, of course, the Bhagavad Gita also says, achieve nishreyasaya. Nishreyasaya here in this verse, the nishreyasaya means perfection of human form of the life. In the top instruction, and Bhagavatam 11th canto also says, there also this word comes up. The human form of the body alone gives an opportunity for the living entity to come to the perfection of human form of life. Even the same human form in heavenly planets or their lower planet systems also there, but they are to enjoy the activity, result of activity we do in this human body. They are not subject to reaction of the karma, what they do in the heavenly planet and lower planet system. Even earth also, all other than human being, no other living entity, animals, they may kill thousands of other living entity, but there is no reaction for them. A lion or tiger can kill thousands of people in one day, but there is no reaction. That is the dharma, nature of the body. But human being, if we commit sin, we are subject to action and reaction. That's why human body is called karma pradhan sharira. Other than human body on this earth planet, remaining 13 planetary systems, they are there to enjoy the result of work we have done on this human body. Therefore, the body they got in the other planetary systems, 13 planetary universes, they are called bhoga sharira, to enjoy the result of activity what we do. If I have done the pious activity, I go to heaven to enjoy it. If I have done the sinful activity, I go to lower plant system or lower species of life animals to suffer the reaction of my sins. But this human body gives an opportunity for the living entity to elevate to a higher plant system, a lower plant system, or liberation. That is in the hands of. That's why in the 11th canto, 20th chapter, Lord Krishna, for giving final instruction to those, says that Surginopetamichanti lokam niraninastata sadakam jnana bhaktibhyam ubayam tad asadakam. Surginopetamichanti, the living entities in the heaven planet want to take this human body. Read in the Bhagavatam also, 5th canto, 19th chapter, 21st verse and 24 verses. Demigods glorify the human being. Oh, how fortunate this human being on this Bharatavarsha, earth planet, that they are engaged in devotional service of Krishna and they will get liberated. How unfortunate we are in heaven. We got all the facility to enjoy, but we cannot engage in devotional service to go back to Krishna. Read it, 5th canto. Finally says it, Na yatra vaikuntha katha sudhapaga, na sadhavo bhagavatadasraya, na yatra yajnesha maka mahotthava, suresha loko pinana sevyatam. It is the place where the devotees coming and going and hearing the reciting the Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam Katha is meant is compared to the Sudha, nectar. But Shukadeva Goswami says that even Sudha, nectar is also inferior to the Bhagavatam. Kva katha ka Sudha loke. Kva kva ka chit kva nirmahan. When Indra came with the part, when you recite Shukadeva Goswami about to recite the Bhagavatam, Indra comes with a part of the nectar and pay obeisances. Shukadeva Goswami says, you demigods are very selfish people. You are coming and paying obeisances. In return, what you wanted? You brought what is this? Nectar. Why? If Parikshit is bitten by snake after 7 days, but if he drinks the nectar, he won't die. So I brought it. So you people are selfish. In return, what you want? Please allow us to hear the Bhagavatam. And he laughs. Sukadeva Goswami laughs. Kva katha ka Sudha loke kva kachir maha kva manir mahan. You are comparing your Sudha, your nectar, which is like a piece of the glass. Whereas my Bhagavatam is like a jewel, money. You want to give a small piece of the glass and want to take the jewel? Get out from here. He says, no. If you had come here with a desire, sincere desire to hear Bhagavad Katha, I would have allowed you to hear it. But now that you come as a businessman, so get out. He changes them out. All the demigods go to Lord Brahma, say that Sukadeva Goswami insulted the nectar. It is not easy to get the nectar. They had to churn the ocean and got it. And he said that Bhagavatam is superior to this one. Brahma said, don't worry, just only 7 days, let us wait. And Brahma got a balance. On one side he put the Bhagavatam, other side all the Vedas, Upanishads and all other Puranas kept it. And the Bhagavatam was more heavier than all other Vedas and Puranas. Then Lord Brahma declares, Menire Bhagavat Rupam. Says that the Bhagavatam is not different from the Lord, it is even superior to all others. The Bhagavatam, in the Padma Purana also Lord Krishna says that Bhagavatam is my body. When Uddhava asked, my Lord, after leave this planet, Dharma, whom should that Dharma should take shelter of it? The Lord says that, emerge into the Bhagavatam and says, Bhagavatam is my body. Puranas are my body. In the first canto, first chapter also, it is also mentioned, Bhagavatam, you must take the shelter of the Bhagavatam. So here also Jnana, Bhagavatam gives all the transcendental knowledge. That's why Srila Prabhupada introduced. It is only in ISKCON you get all the 4 important items of the devotional service. You go to any other temple, this time, do you think any temple reciting Bhagavatam or Ramayana? They are eating, or either sleeping or eating. It is only ISKCON that wherever you go, any part of the world, even go to Siberia, you will find 8 o'clock there is Bhagavatam class. Prabhupada knows it. Unless we chant, we cannot purify our senses. Unless we get the jnana, knowledge, transcendent knowledge, we cannot destroy the reaction of our karma. Unless we serve the Vaishnavas and we do engage in service of the Lord and temple, we cannot be freed from the false ego. When I am serving someone or the Lord, I am considering myself inferior to others. So we naturally learn to be humble. If we don't do service, the false ego is so subtle by nature that we don't know. Service is important. That's why Srila Prabhupada is given opportunity to serve, clean the floor, wash the pot, serve the Vaishnava, serve the Lord. So Prabhupada has given, he knows that unless he has given all the various process of bhakti, so that living entity in one lifetime can go back to home, back to Godhead. It will only do the bhakti, no knowledge, it will take many lifetimes. Of course, when you completely engage in the bhakti, by the mercy of spiritual master and the Lord, we can get out of the body consciousness, then we get the naturally all transcendental knowledge. By nature, the soul is Satchidananda Swarupa, it is. But when the soul identifies with the body, it forgets the real nature. So by engaging in bhakti, chanting, hearing, serving, reading, then we gradually get out of this body consciousness. When we get out of the body consciousness, then automatically our nature, swabhava will come up. Okay. Prabhupada has given the hearing, all the various processes so that living entity can very quickly go back home in one lifetime also. Otherwise it takes many, many lifetimes. The human form of the body alone gives an opportunity go back home. No other. If anybody says no, demigods can go, ask them to show where it is written. The Bhagavatam we can say, Lord Krishna says no. Heaven is there to enjoy the result of work did on this earth planet as human being. They are not, they are devotees, but they don't have the time to engage in bhakti. In Durban, how many initiated devotees are there? Mataji, you are very senior. Thousands of them? Huh? Raghunath? More than 1,000 devotees initiated in Durban? All are initiated. In the morning, 4 o'clock, are they going to work or sleeping? Everybody sleeping only, is it? Why can't they come to Mangalarati? After Tulsi Arati 5:30, go and sleep again? No. They know that we are taken initiation so that we want to get out of this cycle of birth and death. But knowingly they can't use. That is the position of the demigods also. They are in a high position, mode of goodness, but still, because of so much luxurious life, they can't engage themselves in service of the Lord. More facilities, it drags us away from the Lord. So that's why in the spiritual life one has to take voluntary austerities. Otherwise we are in the Maya. So the knowledge is required. That's why I say that here, now when one gets the transcendental knowledge, not the material knowledge. And transcendental knowledge also what is that? We need realized knowledge. Yes, I am reading Bhagavatam. Bhagavad Gita, good. But what is my realization? Jnana Vijnana. Vijnana means realized knowledge, wisdom. So we must have the realized knowledge, Vijnana, then only it is Jnana will help us. But when you are engaged in the bhakti, associated in devotees, hearing from the Vaishnavas, then we get the Vijnana also. Because where we have the doubt, we ask and clarify it, we get it. In the Bhagavad Gita also Lord Krishna says in the 4th chapter, 19th verse, Jnanagni dardha karmani, Jnanagni dardha karmani, tamahu pandito buddha. Krishna says that in the jnana, then when you got the transcendental knowledge, then it will, by the acquisition of the knowledge, by the knowledge we can destroy the reaction of the karma. Okay. When you get the fully knowledge, then Bhavanam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate Vasudeva Sarvam Iti Sa Mahatma Sadhurlabha. The last verse in the 4th can say that how when the person is fully situated in the jnana, and those also, not everybody in the jnana will get surrendered to Lord. After many, many lifetimes of that jnana, one will surrender to Krishna, understanding that Vasudeva Sri Krishna Radha Radhanath is the ultimate. No one up or below. So, that understanding will come they engage in bhakti, jnana for many, many lifetimes. Such a devotee who understands this fact, sa mahatma sudurlabha, very, very difficult. To get this human body is also very difficult. In the 11th canto you will come across Avanti Brahmanas. He says that Ladha sudurlamadam bahu sambhavante manusyamartadam anityam apiyadira turnam yate tanapate anmrutyavad nisreyasaya vishaya kala sarvatasya. The word nisreyasa is used there also. Say that Ladha sudurlam, the human body is very, very rare to get sudurlamam. Why? After passing through 8.4 million species of life. Remember? How many remember various species of life? Repeat with me. 1.1 million aquatics. No, 900,000 aquatics, 1.1 million insects and reptiles. 1.1 million insect and 3 what is the 300 million, 30 million. 84 total, is it? 8.4 million, not 84, okay. 3 million four-legged animals. And 2 million plants and trees. Okay. And 1 million birds. And finally 400,000 varieties of human beings. That total, if you add them, it comes to the 8.4 million species of the life. After passing through all these various type of living entity, finally Lord Krishna, out of causeless mercy, He gives the living entity human body so that he can engage in the bhakti and come back to me. That's why in the scripture says that purpose of human form of the life is the only to come back. How he can come back? That's why he say Nisreyasaya, perfection of human form of life. So perfection of human form of life means the human form of the body, that is engaging in the devotional service. Srila Prabhupada writes in Nectar of Instruction and Bhagavatam also, the perfection of life means engaging in loving devotional service of the God to go back home to Godhead. However, our Sampradaya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sampradaya, Gaudiya Sampradaya, that we don't want to go back home. We don't want, our bhakti is the unconditional surrender to the Lord. My Lord, I am doing the bhakti, so you must give me Vaikuntha. No. It is not a pure bhakti, conditional bhakti. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Shishtastakam 4th verse, Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim kavitam va jagadisha kamaye mama janmani bhavatat bhaktir ahitiki tvai. Life after life, I want only to be your devotee without any motive. I am doing the bhakti, no motive behind it. Why? I want to make you happy, that's all, nothing else. This is the beauty of Gaudiya Sampradaya. The pure devotional service to the Lord is taught only by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Others are great acharyas, there is no doubt. But still, when you do the bhakti, you will go to Vaikuntha. But here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, no. I don't put up demand. Whether Lord Krishna send me to heaven, no problem. There also I will chant Hare Krishna, people get liberated. Wherever you want, send me, send. In the 6th and 11th chapter, last verse 27, Rutasura also says, Mamottama shloka janeshu sakhyam samsara chakre brahmatam sakarmabhi tvanmayaya atmajadharagesh asakti chittasya nanatha bhuyat. The moksha, liberation, what is the final object of human form of life of Vaishnava? This is the one. Say, Mamottama shloka janeshu sakhyam. My Lord, according to my karma in this material life, I may take any type of birth. But please bless me to be in association of your pure devotee. Even if I become a dog, no problem. But allow me to take the birth of a dog in the house of a pure devotee. If I want to become a cat, let me become a cat in the house of pure devotee. Means there, stress is given to be association of the pure devotee is far superior than the spiritual Vaikuntha even. Devotee doesn't want Vaikuntha. When Lord Sri Ram told Hanuman, you also come to Vaikuntha, said, my Lord, I don't want to come. Why? If you are eating every day halwa, do you feel specialty of halwa? Ravinder? Like halwa, I know. If you eat halwa every day, then no special. But if once in a month you get it, very much. We grab it. That is, in Vaikuntha every day you are serving the Lord nicely. But there is no distress, only serving. But there is no specialty, it is a routine work. But in the earth planet, we are in trouble. Oh, Janmashtami, everybody is happy after 1 year. Radhashtami coming, Sramanavami coming. So there is some difficulty, then happiness there. That's why the pure devotees want to say, Lord Sri Ram, Hanuman says, my Lord, what I am going to do there? Then what you want to do? Here, whenever they are reciting Ramayana, I will be there. I hear the glorification. So the pure devotees, they glorify this earth planet more than even Vaikuntha also. They enjoy glorifying the Lord. So here also this verse gives that by the engaging in the jnana one can destroy the karma, reaction of karma, and go back onto Godhead. Actually everyone is suffering within the material world due to ignorance. When you get the jnana, transcendent knowledge, ignorance is automatically destroyed. Opposed to such ignorance, full of knowledge is the greatest achievement within this material world. We can practically see that one who has sufficient knowledge is saved from the many dangerous pitfalls in life. In the way Srila Prabhupada gives example of somebody committing and going to prison. And come back, again he commits the mistake because he doesn't have the knowledge that when I commit a sin, a crime, I will be punished. But because he is in the mode of ignorance, after having undergone prison life, still he commits it. The human form of life, body is also like that. We know that by doing this one, it will be committing sin. But still we want to commit. That is the nature of the material life. But when you got the transcendental knowledge from the devotees, in association with devotee, yes, that will destroy that consciousness, material consciousness. Krishna consciousness movement is determined to open the eyes of the so-called leaders who are full of ignorance and thus save them from the many pitfalls and dangerous conditions of life. The greatest danger is getting into the animal kingdom. The beauty of the Krishna consciousness is that in the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita 41 and 42 and 43, Lord Krishna says, devotees, in other places also mentioned, devotees even if I have not done the completely devotional service to go back home, still no problem. If I have done 10% in this life, when again I will take the birth in the house of another devotee, I will continue where I left in the previous life. In the Nectar of Instructions, Srila Prabhupada writes that the devotional service is a continuous process, life after life. If when I complete, I can complete in 1 lifetime, or 2 lifetimes, 3 lifetimes. When it completes 100%, Krishna says, now come back to me. Whereas the material things, I may have 1 million rand in the bank this life. When I die, again I take birth somewhere nearby, in the KwaZulu-Natal or Jobar. I know FNB, I got 1 million rand. I come back and ask the bank, do they give me money? No. Even if you go to your own parent, yeah, I was your son. Say, who are you? Because in the material life, everything related to the body. When I die, everything related to the body, stay back here. Anything related to the soul will go with me. The devotional service is related to the soul, not to the body. Body is the means to serve the Lord. We are in the material world, we need the material body to serve the Lord. When you go to the spiritual world, we get the spiritual body to serve the Lord. Soul alone cannot serve, it needs the body. So depending on the condition where we are, we get that type of body. So by engaging the knowledge, by acquiring the knowledge, one can be freed of the reaction of the karma. Once we are freed of the karma, we are liberated and we can be properly situated in the bhakti. That will help us to go back to achieve the perfection of the life. And the Avanti Brahman also says that if one says that human body is there to enjoy, yes, of course, enjoy the nature of the living entity. But that nature of Krishna also is Satchidananda Swarupa. You want to be happy, we also want to be happy. He is called Purusha because to enjoy. So we are also want to enjoy the nature of Krishna and nature of the soul, living entity also. But how to enjoy, we have to know it. If I enjoy separate from Krishna, I am subject to reaction. But when I enjoy with Krishna, there is no reaction. That is different. That's why Srila Prabhupada says that, yes, enjoy the life, make Krishna as your part. Good example is Ambarish Maharaj's story. So when you do that one, the Lord is always with us to help us. Hare Krishna, already time up. The big thing to talk, but half an hour nothing. Okay, anyone got some questions? Welcome. Criticism, welcome.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you for the wonderful class. I was just wondering, Hanuman.
Hanuman.
Yeah. So he only goes where Ramayana is recited or where Bhagavatam is recited?
Ramayana.
Only Ramayana.
When Bhagavatam recited Uddhava Maharaj and Vyasa Maharshi and Krishna, they are.
Okay. But we understand that the demigods are present when the Bhagavatam is recited. We understand that when Bhagavatam is recited, then the demigods are present as well.
Yeah, when Krishna, Lord King is there, his ministers have to be there. Krishna is there. That's why if you go to Vrindavan or any place in India, Bhagavad Katha has been done, villagers, they don't know ABC. When they come, first they pay obeisance to the deities they are, or photos. Then they pay obeisance to Bhagavatam. Then they pay obeisance to the one who is speaking. Then they pay obeisance to all the audience. Then they sit. Because within the audience, Krishna is there. In that understanding, they pay obeisance.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Srimad Bhagavad Puran ki jai, Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Ravindra Sarva ki jai.